The cave I am exploring is called Hobo Cave, which is also known as Mushroom Cave. Hobo Cave is one of the well-known caves to the locals of Austin and Travis County. Many cavers, spelunkers, and climbers know about Hobo Cave. Locals call this cave Hobo Cave because a homeless man once lived inside of it at one time. He lived on the left side of the cave in plain sight. This cave is also referred to as Mushroom Cave because the outside resembles a mushroom. It is believed that Robert E. Lee camped at Hobo Cave while his Confederate troops camped below at Campbell's Hole during the Civil War of the 1860s. Confederate soldiers used the cave as a hideout during the Civil War. Sam Base hid out there at one point prior to 1875. Hobo Cave became property of Gus Fruh Park and Barton Creek Preserve in 1980, and became annexed by the city of Austin the same year as well. Over the years, people have used this cave for partying and leisure activities. Several musicians have held their jam sessions inside Hobo Cave. This cave was still being referred to as Hobo Cave as recently as 2013. A cliffside cave called Hobo Cave is visible to the eyes from a far distance from Barton Creek in Gusfra Park and Barton Creek Preserve. Hobo Cave is located on a cliffside called the Flats, which is located above Barton Creek, just about 80 feet above creek level. Macroscopic troglodytic organisms are said to be inhabiting the inside of Hobo Cave, as reported in a copy of Checklist of Macroscopic tr- Troglodytic, Troglodytic Organisms of the United States, dating back to July 1960. Accessing Hobo Cave is difficult because this cave is located on a cliffside. The high distance above ground makes accessibility of Hobo Cave difficult for many people. Even cavers have a hard time climbing to get into Hobo Cave. To access this cave, you need to climb a steep slope through a maze of boulders located on a hillside. Navigating through these boulders can be quite challenging. The length of this hillside is a steep slope which is 43 feet long in length. Once you reach the outside of this cave, you will be able to see a beautiful view of Barton Creek and Gusfra Park itself. The view from looking outside is similar to an aerial view, as this cave is on a cliffside. You will be surrounded by a view of trees and cliffs, and also houses, apartment complexes, and businesses. However, only the outside view is beautiful. Destruction such as vandalism, trash, and graffiti can be found inside of this cave. Several graffiti markings can be found all over this cave on the outside and inside of Hobo Cave. The unsettling sight of destruction is troublesome to many. Junkies have used this cave to do drugs in, not surprising since this area is a haven for junkies. Hobo Cave is a geologically formed limestone cave with iron ore elements. Limestone and iron ore are natural resources which can be found in this cave. Hobo Cave can be dangerous if you are not careful. There have been people who have died from falling down Hobo Cave. Many people have been injured while trying to climb the outside of Hobo Cave. One example is the death of a teenager named Alex Henry Ballou. He was out hiking with friends on the Barton Creek Greenbelt near Barton Hills when he fell about 20 feet from a cliff near Hobo Cave. Now, police ruled his death accidental. This was back in around 2013, by the way. Hobo Cave is located just below a two-story house that is located at the address of 1800 Glencliff Drive in Austin, Texas.